Hi friends! I'm back today on the topic of bronzers versus contouring. I get a lot of questions about what the difference between bronzer and contour is. And I think in this cosmetic culture, we have a lot of people who use their bronzer as their contour, which is totally fine. And that's one of the things about makeup that we need to remember, that it's just what you want to do. But if we're going to talk specific purposes for bronzer, I thought I would talk about that today. I've already done a highlight and contour video, so if you want to check that out, it's how to highlight and contour, and you can check that out. But today, I'm going to talk about bronzers. Bronzers are basically a product that you're going to use to put warmth back into your face. I have my foundation on. I'm clearly a very fair person, so I don't have a natural bronze tone to my skin. So what I would use bronzer for as a very fair person is to add a little bit of life back into my skin, like I had spent some time outdoors in the sun. So bronzer is your imitation sun. So basically, you're going to touch the places on your face that the sun leaves extra color. And there's different ways to do it. So some people put it all over their face. Some people just put it on their cheeks. Some people put it on their eyes. So what I'm going to show you is how I do a quick bronzer when I'm feeling extra pale, because I'm pale every single day. So I'm going to show you a couple of different tools. So I have a basic blush brush, just a domed blush brush, and I also have like a flat kind of paddle brush. So I want you to know there's never just one tool that you can use. It really is a preference. So I'm not going to be contouring with my bronzer today. I'm going to be bronzing with my bronzer today. So I'm going to show you how I add warmth to my face. I have two colors. I have a lighter one and I have a darker one. I'm going to start with the lighter one just to demonstrate how that looks. I'll use two different brushes, then that way I don't get too mixed of a color. So for my darker one, I'll use the larger paddle brush, and for the lighter one, I'm going to use my blush brush. Okay, a domed blush brush is great because I'm not trying to contour. I'm actually just trying to put color back into my skin. So I'm actually going to just dust, almost like, I've been in the sun. And because it's a light bronzer, I don't have to worry too much. You see how I'm adding some warmth to my face? It's nothing too dramatic. I love how my hair gets all caught and creates this really wild, whatever. And I will also sometimes take what's left on my brush and just kind of dust it across my eyelids. Because again, like I said, I'm a very fair person. So when it comes to bronzer, I'm a little more liberal if it's a light tone, just to create like I've been out in the sun. Can you see that? Now, I'm going to take the darker bronzer and I'm going to go back in and I'm going to just deepen my tan. Since I don't get out in the sun, not my friend, I'm going to put just enough on there because, again, the fairer you are, the gentler you want to be. I'm just going to show you when you use a little bit darker one. I'll do this half so you can kind of see. So this is the softer one, and this is with the darker one. So you can begin to actually see the tan color. You can go underneath your jaw, which isn't actually where you get sun, but sometimes when you're warming up your whole face and you forget your neck, your head can look like a floating object, and we don't want that. So again, just a little bit of extra warmth. You can even hit your nose a little bit, the bridge, because when you get a suntan, how your nose gets extra color. There you go. So that's with the more color. That's with the less color. So as you think about your bronzers today, you want to pick a bronzer that is more, if you're fair skin, a little bit more golden. If it gets too brown, it can look muddy on fair skin. If you're a mid-tone person, go a little bit deeper. You want it to look like you've been in the sun. If you're very, very dark, sometimes it's very useful to go to like a darker face powder, actually, because bronzers sometimes get a little very red the darker the tone gets, and not everyone likes that redness. So really think about when you tan, what's the undertone that you naturally go toward, and then pick a bronzer that kind of mimics that, so that when you hit the winter time, right now, I'm in winter, it's December, and I'm very, very fair. So as you're thinking about your bronzers, just think about what your skin looks like when it's in the sun, or if you're never in the sun like me, what you would want it to look like if you were in the sun, and then use that bronzer to create the warmth back in your face. All right, I hope this was helpful, and if you would like, please subscribe to my channel below, or like me if you're on my Define Your Own Beauty page. I look forward to seeing you in my next video, and have a wonderful day. Bye.